Good evening, everybody. This is your Fleet Commander, Steve Parmley. I am joined with what's wrong?
I think we're good, boss.
Okay. Jeff is pointing at me like something's wrong.
I was pointing. No, I was pointing at you.
So actually, Justin, since I didn't get a roster on who's here, why don't you introduce everybody?
Certainly. We have Admiral Jeffrey Higdon, Chief of Communications, Fleet Captain John Hardy of the USS Essex, Captain Geraldine Parsens, XO of the USS Goddard, Commander Gregg Kliener, Director of Humanoid Resources, and myself, Captain Justin Fitzek of the USS Starkraken and Senior Director of After Dark.
I see a pretty woman.
Hi, Fiona.
Excuse me.
They said hi, Fiona.
Hi, people.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, thanks.
Yeah.
Not doing too bad, boss.
Can't complain.
Is this everybody that's supposed to be here tonight?
We're missing Eugene.
Eugene. Okay.
I'll be back in 1 second.
So, everybody, this is Fiona, of course. Come here, Brayden. Come here,
He
Brayden.
has grown up since the last time I saw her.
If you don't watch it, it's fine. And this is Brayden, her little friend. Hi. There you go. See, everybody across the planet is looking at you guys. Being the nerds. So,
You want to talk about nerds? Let's talk about you then.
okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sorry, it appears that I have a house full of people that I didn't know about because I laid down for a little bit before the stream, and then I went to bed. There was 4 people here. I woke up, there was 8. Yeah, hello to you too. Oh, Tim, no, we don't miss you. So how's everybody's week been so far?
I miss you, Tim.
Wow, nobody's going to
Well,
talk.
payday today, so you know what I've been doing: paying bills, shopping, that kind of stuff.
So you mean your wife has been spending your money? Is that what you're telling me?
Actually, she didn't want to go in the store. She sat in the car, so I was spending the money today.
I wish my spouse and kids don't like spending my money, but that don't happen.
No, I didn't say she doesn't like spending my money. She just didn't want to go in the store. She gave me a list, told me to get it. Okay.
I'll take Fleet Admiral AMA for 400, Alex.
And the answer is, this project will be done soon.
Of course, Tim would be the first one to say it.
Yeah, he would.
That's great news, Drew. I'm glad to hear it.
And Kim is out of the hospital herself.
Kim had COVID?
Yep, she did.
Kim?
Damn, I
I
didn't know
thought
that.
she was immune to such diseases. No.
Yeah, so did we.
Yeah, well. The true star of the show in the background, Fiona.
Yep.
That's right, Drew. Tim is bucking for promotion to recruit.
And I mean, we can't really be that mad about the database. Sorry, I was listening while I was getting settled because I flew in here like a wind. We can now put Academy grades in, which I know people are upset, but now people are upset that the grades aren't converted from the Google Sheets yet. So, you know,
I don't really care, but you can't make everybody happy.
I know.
Right? I mean, especially since you become HR director, everybody's upset about that, so I can't make everybody happy.
Who would be upset about that?
A lot of people. I'm just kidding.
There would be one person, if at all, being so mad about anything.
So I hear that there's an announcement that needs to be made, and I will allow Jerry Silverstone, I believe is her last name because I can't see the full screen. Maybe you get the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you. I've been sitting on this information for seems like forever. Eugene, congratulations. You're now fleet captain.
Congratulations, Eugene. You made fleet captain.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Eugene. I've been sitting on information. Finally, I was waiting for you to come onto the show. It's like, where's Eugene?
He's frozen.
Oh my God.
He's so touched, he's frozen.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He's with us.
Oh my
Eugene.
Hey.
Yeah. Flapped.
Yeah. Here I am.
Congratulations on the promotion to fleet captain.
Oh.
Let me tell you, buddy, that was my
Can
reaction.
everyone see me now?
You're frozen, but that was my reaction when I got the call from Steve Scott that I had won. And I'm like, oh, well, yay. Congratulations to me.
Right?
I was like, no,
Thank you.
this is not going to go well. But congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, I see Maria Dutili's in the house. God help us. That's sad. I can't believe they let her out to play. She should be put back in the dungeon with her.
And Eugene's unfrozen now.
Yay.
Hey.
Congratulations, Eugene.
Yeah.
Now you get to add that 5th pip to your collar.
Thank you, sir.
So, Eugene, how is it coming with the historian information?
Uh-oh.
Hello.
I think we lost him again.
Activity issues tonight.
When I talked to Eugene on the phone about the historian, the way his voice just lights up. He's so happy and so excited.
Well, make sure when you talk to him, since he doesn't talk to me very often, I'd like to see a report.
Okay, I will.
So maybe he can be very happy.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Are
we
you
can.
here?
Eugene.
We can hear.
How about you? How about you, Jason? Can you hear him?
Who the hell's Jason?
Tierney.
Nobody cares. So my understanding is, since there has been some complaints, there is going to be a rating, a short disclaimer at the beginning talking about this is after dark. This is what could be on the show. This is what may be on the show. You know. So I guess now I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but I guess when you hear the name After Dark, that I guess people don't understand that it's After Dark discussions. So we're going to have a disclaimer video in the beginning and a rating, which I think they're going to classify the show as TV mature. So if you have kids, it shouldn't be involved. Just saying.
Right. Well, it's a good thing my kids don't hear because I have to wear a headset.
Good thing my child is four-legged and meows and eats.
I had a meeting. I'm not with a couple COs in this organization, and I was really upset and disgruntled on what they were discussing. I thought that it was like a precursor to them being, pardon my language, but a jackass with the title. And I really think that they were overstepping their bounds beyond. And then I got asked for my opinion, and I told them my opinion, and the meeting ended with a cussing match over Zoom. And I'm like, I said, guys, if you don't want my opinion, you should damn well not ask for my opinion.
I was just about to say the same thing, Steve. Don't want somebody's opinion? Don't ask.
I'm always going to tell you my opinion, and if you don't like it, well, hang on 1 second. We'll put my other headphones on. This is very short-lived here.
Okay. Well, how many people have been following the information and the story about the Voyager documentary and the crowdfunding that's going on for that?
That's amazing. I mean, I, for one, I grew up with Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Voyager I watched from the very beginning, so I'm still kind of jaded with.
Hey, Google, shut up.
Yay, they ended with
Hit that.
"We're home." That's it.
Yeah.
I would have to have seen like what happened.
Yeah, same.
So it's like, so if they can do this, like even with Deep Space Nine, we kind of know what happened. Like obviously, Captain Sisko became a prophet. You know, blah blah blah. It's just like there should have been more.
Well, does anybody have the latest tally as to what they are up to?
I think
the Voyager documentary crowdfunding.
Oh.
That's a lot of money. I know. I don't know the exact number, but
well, Steve, if you want to make me large,
hang on.
Large and in charge. That's amazing.
That is only after a week and a half of crowdfunding.
That's amazing because people
they've had to add an extra perk because of that. And I jumped in on this one, and I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed Voyager, even though the one drawback that I have from the show is it was primarily the only Federation ship in the Delta Quadrant, but after every episode it got battered. It looked fresh out of the space dock. That's my only complaint about Voyager.
I'm going to one-up you on that one. They had a complement of like 30 torpedoes.
That too.
How the hell did it last 7 seasons?
Exactly. I was going to ask that. What the hell? Okay, so, and I think that the creators of Voyager really messed up. So when they go into the Delta Quadrant for the first time, they have all this traditional weapons and phaser rifles and the older tricorders, and they're like season 3 and 4, and then they have all this new shit. How the hell do they get this if they're 70,000 light years away? I really think they really screwed that part up, in my opinion. And like, I'm not saying that Voyager is a bad show.
Well, I saw this comic that I kind of explained it. 7 to 9 comes up and says, last week we had 38 photon torpedoes. This week we have 42. What happened? Well, a couple of torpedoes must have had some. What do you mean?
I think I saw that.
One torpedo falls in love with the other.
Yeah, I think I saw that comic.
Yeah.
It's like I'm glad and I'm like I love it, but at the same time it's like where did all these torpedoes come from?
I figured that they found a way to make them somehow.
True, because I mean that would explain them creating the astrometrics lab because obviously that's resources.
And 2 Delta flyers.
Exactly, not just one, but 2.
But the first one was destroyed before the second one was created.
Not that we're counting.
Right.
Huh? Am I
Not
right?
that we're counting.
Yeah, that's the why they had to make the second one is because the first one got hosed.
Yeah.
Can I help you? No, her latest thing now is jumping into the sink and actually trying to push the sink on. So I now have a rubber band around the nozzle and the whatever.
I never thought that.
Yeah. But it's like, can I help you? You're not going to like what comes out of there.
Actually, some cats do like water. Yours might.
No, she don't, because she jumped into the shower with me one time. She fucking ran out. Could have been because I was in the shower too, but
the water was on.
Water was on. She got sprayed because she jumped in on the side that was getting the water.
My cat jumps into the tub, but she never stays in there. So, while I got a moment, I want to remind everybody that if you've got articles, files, reports, pictures, and graphics that you want to see in the next edition of the Communicator, which is coming out at the beginning of next month, you have until Monday night before midnight to get them in. That's the 15th.
Jeff, message me the email address you want that stuff sent to. I'll see
Yeah,
it
at
my first official event.
StarfleetCQ@gmail.com. That's the primary address we've been saying. We do have, they finally got CQ@sfi.org working, but we're not trusting that. No way. No, we couldn't get any what do you call them?
PDFs, JPEGs.
Yeah, couldn't get any attachments through. Any attachments. Oh yeah. So, and let me also welcome our former 6th Commander Starfleet, Fran, to the chat area.
Hello, Fran.
Fran is a member of the Black Hawk.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry about that, but a proud member, I must say.
What the hell?
Oh, people.
Well, I guess Eugene dropped off again.
I think you did.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does have signal issues.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the news about Strange New Worlds starting production?
Yeah.
Yes, yep. And they've added 5 crew members. No idea who they are yet.
I don't give a shit. It's new Star Trek. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's. I'm trying to see.
I'm glad they're coming out with so much Star Trek, but part of me is also like, there's a lot going on right now. Fair, Jerry.
Yep.
Fair.
Yeah, I like Jerry 10. I should say I liked
Who
him.
doesn't? I mean, Jerry's a great guy.
I liked him before this statement. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, add me on Facebook, please. I need to
But
talk
he's
to you
right.
off the camera.
So, as everybody knows, this international conference we had to postpone due to COVID. It's really going to be, I guess you can kind of say, me being Commander Starfleet, I did not see a pandemic December 31st at January 1 of 2020. I didn't see something of this magnitude that we would have to undertake as an organization.
I'm sorry.
But it's definitely, I would say it's definitely brought the fleet closer together. There's more interaction. There's more putting faces with the other faces. The sad thing is I will probably be the only Commander Starfleet that does not have any international conferences that I can attend.
That's why you got voted in for life, Steve.
Exactly.
Once this is actually, me and the wife was talking about it. So a lot of you may or may not know, I was healthy up until Commander Starfleet. So all this right here is now what I take daily since I became Commander of Starfleet.
Prozac, Valium. Yeah.
Xanax.
My blood pressure has gone up. They've had to increase my blood pressure medicine 3 times. Nerve medication, several other stuff. So I have unless something drastic happens and I'm really, really retarded and do it again, I will effectively be retiring at the end of my administration and taking a huge step back for a long time. because I understand what the former Dan Toole complained and bitched about a lot. I just don't think. I think after my administration, I think that after I have everything fixed, I think I am going to retire. Sit back, enjoy me being a paid member, and that would pretty much be it. But I mean, in the last 90 days, he's had to increase my blood pressure medicine 3 times. Yeah, so that will probably be it. Prozac, God, man, no, not Prozac. I don't have Prozac. I got something just as good as Prozac.
Well,
but,
Eugene.
Unfortunately, being Commander Starfleet does take a toll on you. There's a lot of stuff that demands of the position. A lot of late night hours, a lot of paperwork, a lot of just BS. To be honest with you, it's a lot of hateful stuff. As the person, there really needs to be a disclaimer that anybody wants to run the office, they need to understand that it's an unliked position. Regardless if you know, day one, once you come into office, you automatically have done something wrong, and it's your fault. I've seen that the hard way. So I will be retiring. It will be nice. I will still be a member, but I will probably be just on my chapter. That's about it.
I was about to ask you if you were going to stay on the chapter level.
Yes, I will stay on the chapter level. See, that's why I'm retired. Gotta love Fran. Love her to death. She can always make me smile when it's something very interesting. But
I mean,
me and the wife talked, and it's too much. I think it's I can't go. Like, we went out to dinner. Oh, when was it? A couple weekends ago. Like, I'm all sitting in the middle of Applebee's having a nice quiet dinner, and the phone goes ape shit. Like, email, text messages, everything else, and I'm like, and she's like, "You gotta shut that phone off." She said, "Who is bothering me?" I said, "Let me look." And I start going through my messages. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. It's like Starfleet. She said, "Turn that fucking phone off."
Speaking of Amber, how's she doing with her recovery?
Slow, very, very slow. If she can, it might be July before she can go to work, if she can at all go back to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she's able to go back to work.
Absolutely.
I hope so. Working 2 jobs 7 days a week. Ooh.
But I mean,
but she's doing her best. She's staying ornery. So that's all that matters.
Got to keep you on your toes. That's why she's got to be ornery.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a full-time job in itself. But going back to the international conference, with it being postponed, we're going to have a virtual one August 7th. There will be some information coming out. Hopefully the international conference team, since I know at least 2 of them are watching, can come out. We are possibly discussing it being a paid event because we need to get a program for the streaming event. I guess you could say the program we're going to use is going to have to be paid. And so we're probably looking at $5 or $10, if that. I don't know yet. They haven't really discussed it, but it's going to be. We kind of have to have it because it's for the program that we want to use. If you remember last year, we had the giant penis drone all over the billboard. I mean,
how the link got inadvertently put into a public location.
I mean, if you look right there. When Jeff Victor's talking about the international conference, all of a sudden he's got balls drawn on his face and a big old shaft going out the side of his head. and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh no.
It was actually during one of the regional coordinators' videos.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no. And then I get texts from James Herring. He's like, "Did you see what I just seen?" I sit back and I'm like, I hope nobody else seen it. Oh, a lot of people seen it.
Yeah. Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte. everyone have a good night. Getting things pushed up for tomorrow's all one meeting. Cheap plug. Yeah, no. I wasn't invited to that meeting because I guess they know that I'm not very liked now in Region 1 for some strange reason.
But you're one of the Region 1 CEOs, so I don't understand why you're being excluded.
I just think Charlotte doesn't like me anymore. It's okay. She doesn't even like me to any of the fun things anymore. Drew, I tell you what, I just seen your message, my friend. You guys come up anytime. We've got some of the best barbecue in the region. And if not, I will grill out some steaks. You guys come on up anytime. Just a chance to meet Victoria and give her a big old hug. I think that would probably make her and my day a whole lot better. And I'll even show up wherever you guys are. If we decide we're going to go eat dinner somewhere at a restaurant, I will show up in uniform for her. My Admiral uniform, I will make sure that gold is on point.
I definitely wouldn't mind taking a trip out to Kentucky and having a steak dinner with you there, Steve.
Absolutely, I agree.
Everybody is invited. If you want to come out here, everybody's invited. That's all fine by me.
One of the great reasons. Sorry, Greg.
On the IC announcement, Jerry did send me some job postings, which I have been slacking. This week at work has kicked my ass.
Look at this. No respect. I even get yelled at, cussed out. If you don't know what WTFE is, you probably should go to bed. But I'm getting cussed out by a short little woman with a bad attitude. Oh, horrible, Charlotte. Just horrible. Just kidding.
At least you're not getting camera flicked by Sarah.
No problem.
No offense, Sarah. No offense.
So this is an open invitation. If you want to make a trip, anytime, anybody in the fleet's welcome. We, what was it, December of, right before I came and took over office.
December 2019.
Yeah, what was it? It was when we had that meeting in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. We had a whole bunch of chapters and several regions come in. So we had Region 12 there. We had Region 1. We had Region 2. So we're probably going to do something like that again. We're going to probably do it in an open park, and we'll probably be grilling out and stuff. So we'll probably get that set up. Hang on, because somebody's being funny. I'm going to throw a computer monitor. Well, hi, hon.
You don't switch the button on that, and now the heat's on.
Oh, hang on one second.
But to piggyback on the IC announcement, Jerry did send me some job postings. I am off tomorrow and Sunday. They will be posted. I encourage anyone who is interested in applying to please apply for the positions, and it will get forwarded to Jerry, and he will be in contact. Again, I do have some job postings to post. I will do them this weekend because I actually have days off. I didn't know those existed. Sorry, Steve, days off.
I don't want to hear no excuses. I work a lot of hours. I still maintain my shit. You got to get with it, Commander. But hey, who's your CEO, Gregg?
Owen Swart.
I'll fix that. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm not scared. Bring it on, Steve. Bring it on.
Probably because my medication. I'm going.
I'm gonna change your ass.
Hi, Amber.
Hello.
I got $5 on Amber.
I got $5. I'm going to slap the gray out of Justin's beard.
I got $100 that Amber's going to beat the shit out of Steve.
You put that son of a bitch up. I swear to God, that is all that's over. You taste me, I'm going to whoop your ass.
Promise?
Oh, it won't be a playful whoop. I promise you that.
We're taking donations for Amber to taste Steve Parmley. If you'd like to donate, please reach out to Captain Justin.
You guys are getting ready to
do it, Amber. You won't.
See, you shut the hell up, Gregg.
You're gonna come for me. I'll come for you.
She's hurting too bad, so she can't really do much right now.
My back is broken below where it was broken.
So after they had her surgery, they think that it's broken again. So
how?
She's a redhead, dude. Come on now. You know they don't listen to anything anybody tells her.
You keep bringing up.
I've got 2 redhead children.
I don't have redhead kids. Thank Jesus. You want to call that?
No, it's
I do.
900 degrees in here.
900 degrees.
I'd say it's 809. I'd say it's 899.
I think you shut up.
Yes, Tim. Absolutely.
That's my fundraiser. Pay to Steve Cage.
Some people like it. Some people like a tongue booth. Some people like to see Steve tased.
Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Just
Friends in.
When would this barbecue or cookout be? Any time frame? Because I can see Eugene's gears spinning right now.
Well, we can do June or July or August. We can definitely, because if we're in because Kentucky they don't have a limit on how many people can meet as long as they maintain a mask. I've already gotten,
But it was
no, not anymore. They've lifted. But as long as people maintain their distance, of course, we're the mouths, and we'll be outside of the park. Bob Noble Park is a very nice park. You got a huge lake with lots of ducks, so it's really nice. Plus, I'll make sure that there's hand sanitation there, wipes and stuff like this. But I figured that anybody wants to come in for it, we'll definitely get it planned. I'll reach out to my local chapter members, and we can get something put up. If people are actually interested and want to come in for it, because I don't want to do all the work and nobody shows up. I did that one year, and like one person shows up.
Oh,
and there were a lot of everybody's.
I've had that myself.
Everybody's like, "Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there." I said, "Okay, great. We got all these drinks donated and stuff and food, and one person." So everybody walking around saying, "Hey, you want a hot dog? Come get one."
Not with the drive we're going to have if we go there.
Now, where's you out of, Gary?
I beg your pardon?
Where's you out of again?
We'd be coming in from Baltimore, D.C.
Oh.
Can I go back with you?
Yeah, can you take the wife back with you?
I mean, if I came out there, I'd be there to see Amber anyway. So,
right? Greg, where are you from, Greg?
Boston.
If you come from Boston, I'll have to get Kentucky.
I'll get some moonshine.
Yeah, we have moonshine. We have the good stuff.
Okay, man.
Well, I'm still waiting on my bottle, Steve.
Bottle. I do owe you a bottle, don't I?
Yes, you do.
I need to remember that.
Alexa, remind Steve to send Justin, please.
So what was it? It was Kentucky Bourbon, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh man, you gotta try apple pie moonshine.
I might say
Justin, my Alexa heard me. What should I remind you? Alexa, never mind.
Bourbon.
Fucking bitch is listening to everything I said.
Just put it down. I might even send you a bottle of some Kentucky moonshine. We actually have, if that's another thing, if you guys come down here, there's a distillery about 40 minutes away. It's a good drive, but they actually make their own moonshine there. They have taste testing of different flavors. Like you can literally be on property and taste test every flavor they got and be completely drunk. Never have to buy drinks, just taste testing. They're like shots.
Well, it's a good thing I don't drink beer anymore. I drink the good stuff.
Yeah.
I've got a half a bottle of Gentleman Jack and a 1.75 liter bottle of Old Number 7 in my fridge and a good sized bottle of Terramana tequila.
So what's the address, Justin?
I'll miss it to you.
But it's I don't drink anymore. I'm actually, I think if I have a drink, it's like maybe on special occasions. And that's a big if.
So any After Dark episode?
No,
Right.
you can After Dark episode. I take it back when I lived in my apartment. I had a couple Jack and Coke, but that's about it.
I drank more than you did.
Actually,
Well, I would
Eric,
think with all your medications, you'd have to quit drinking.
Eric, it is legal to sell because it is Kentucky Moonshine is actually it is you can buy it at a store. You can go online and buy it at a store and have it shipped to one in the continental United States. So it is legal.
That's not the good stuff, though.
I can't ship the good stuff.
It just gives me an excuse to come out to Kentucky.
It is legal. You come on out anytime.
Field trip, Justin. Let's go.
That's right.
I want this.
I'm not working now, so.
Although I'm not going to lie, I kind of have on my bucket list in the next couple of years to go to South Africa and visit Owen.
Not me. I couldn't deal with the heat.
Mm.
It's actually not as hot as people think.
I'm not either. That's why my wife settled for me.
That's why I drink a lot.
Well, she drinks a lot because I'm ugly.
I understand. Amber. You drink a lot and it looks better. Got it.
Yeah, the more she drinks,
The prettier you get.
yeah, she said the more she drinks, the more I look like Jason Momoa.
He wishes.
Not me.
I don't think she said that.
Oh yeah, she did. Look at her face.
Jason Momoa Game of Thrones or Jason Momoa Aquaman?
Aquaman.
I don't know. I mean, Game of Thrones, he doesn't speak any English.
Even my daughter says Jason Momoa from the other room.
I heard Natalie.
Fiona.
Oh, it was Fiona? Okay.
Yeah, get the kids' names right, Justin.
The only actual daughter I have that actually 100% truly loves me, the teenager tolerates me.
Well, she's a teenager. That's why she tolerates you.
She's not feeling good though because
Loves me. I don't know what his damn problem is.
the season's changed. She's not feeling too well. So, or she would be like gracing us with her presence right now because her bed is exactly on the other side of the wall where my computer is. I know she can hear us.
Right.
Hey, Natalie, you want some tasting so I ain't got to?
It was 65 degrees today in Keene, New Hampshire. You would think people had never seen good weather today.
Dude, it was nice. It's been nice the last several days, but they were supposed to be calling for snow sometime next week.
What?
Tim, you are mean.
This weekend, we're supposed to get snow up here.
Look, Tim John says for you to look like Jason Momoa, that 5 drinks after alcohol poisoning.
I've never been drunk.
She's never been drunk.
Well, you haven't been married to Steve long enough.
No, I drank and drank and drank, and I just drink myself sober.
That's actually hard to do.
Not
No, I'm not.
He's one of those redheads that has like extreme mental issues. That's his why.
Oh.
Keep it up, because I'm gonna throw a fucking table at you.
And she'll tase you.
Oh, gonna be my witness to domestic violence in a second.
Go right for the
I have
ball.
him after
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
No evidence.
So retarded. Oh my god!
I actually made some of my family think I was weird the other day because we ended up having a
Really?
torrential downpour for about 30. Well, weirder than normal.
Oh.
We ended up having a torrential downpour, and I had a cousin who was in town from helping out at the aunt while he was on a layover from United Airways. And I just go out, put my hood on, and I just stand in the rain with a smile on my face and just let the rain hit me.
That was me yesterday. Like it was like 64 degrees, but then like I was at my other job at the restaurant and I was like doing takeout, bringing things to the cars, and it just like that spring rain. I was like walking back slowly into the restaurant. I'm just like, everyone's like, it's raining. Why didn't you run back in? I'm like, because it feels so nice.
Well, I'm a rainy winter weather person. It's like my Zen moment.
Same. Absolutely.
So I was centering, and it was great. It was
like
great.
there's a massive windstorm going on right now here, so I'm actually surprised I'm still on the air. Because my neighborhood is like a vortex, so when it's very windy, it like cyclones up. So it's like I'm surprised I still have power.
Yeah, I live at the back end of a cul-de-sac, so when it gets really windy, everybody's trash that's out on their yards gets blown into mine.
Well, you know. Ew, Fran, keep that.
Bring it over my way, Fran. I'll take it.
Nope. I'll take 15. Justin can take 25.
Gladly.
Don't tell your wife.
She knows I love snow.
Never mind.
She thinks I'm crazy. I was keeping it clean there, Greg. I got where you were going. I still
That's
try.
right. You did have a lot of snow this week. Or you're getting snow this week, Fran.
How's the weather over in Baltimore there, Geraldine and Eugene?
It's beautiful. It was about 70 today. The other day it was 75. And then we're going back to snow and slush.
Yeah, it's been pretty good the last couple of days.
Some of the restaurants in downtown, like my area, like they put their seating outside for like, and I'm like, I sat outside tonight and had a drink with my friend before I got home. And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait till this is like all summer. We live in that quaint Main Street kind of town where it's like everyone drives around and walks around. You're just sitting outside watching. It's like, I can't wait for this.
I'll be gladly doing
No, since you're here, John, yeah.
Steve, you're muted.
I said, everybody keep your thoughts for John. He is in the hospital again. He's also the sad excuse for my XO, of course, but keep him in your thoughts.
Gladly.
Absolutely.
Eugene, how come your camera doesn't work this good at the beginning of the stream? It always gets better.
I'm sorry, sir. I had some problems in the beginning. I caught most of the news that I was given, so I had to try again. So I think I'm doing okay right now.
So, who's your internet provider where you're at,
Not bad.
Eugene?
Right now I have Straight Talk Wireless, but I've just got a new phone and tablet, so it'll be Metro T-Mobile right now.
Okay. Well, like I told Jerry, if we have a get together this summer, you guys are all both more than welcome to come down for a barbecue or cook out in the park or something. We'll do something to have some type of
that'd
fun.
be great.
As long as we're outside and maintain. Yeah. What? The wife said she'll cook. She actually went to culinary school, so she can cook.
Okay.
Make a butt.
Oh,
So she can burn water.
She can burn water.
I do not. I forget about it. That's a different story.
She'll cook a couple of Boston burgers.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Jason, I'll tell you what, Jason, if you come down all the way from Canada, from where you're at, to come down here, I will literally bow down and shake your hands and kiss your feet because it ain't going to happen, brother.
And that needs to be videotaped because he's going to make it happen.
He won't.
I will video it.
He won't.
Thanks, Amber.
John Daniel Thomas wants to know where's this get together. If we have it, I'll have to do some planning and stuff, I guess. It will be in Paducah, Kentucky. It will pretty much be smack dab on the Ohio River. So,
and there's some pretty territory along the Ohio.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice areas here. We have the Colt Museum, Metropolis, which is 5 minutes across the river. Has the Superman Museum, the Superman statues, the Lois Lane statue. A lot of history there. There's a lot of stuff to do around here. If you're careful what you wait for, Steve. Come on down, little buddy.
Speaking of Superman, have you guys been watching the new show, Superman and Lois?
No.
Has anybody seen that?
No.
Yeah.
It ain't true.
Oh. It's not Trek, but it's a dang good show.
I have to agree, although I've only watched portions of it.
That's not a hater.
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
It got me hooked in the first pilot episode. I was like, oh, a different aspect of the Superman story that we've never seen.
Well, what we could do, I forgot about that. We could actually plan this get-together around the Superman celebration at the end of July. Like, they've got like 6,000 people come to Metropolis, and you can meet actors, and there's vendors and booths, and it's a huge get-together. We can do it that, too, if you all want.
Timing sounds right.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, we can all get dressed in uniform and go over and invade Metropolis. I'm all for that.
Cool.
I was
invades Metropolis. I like that idea.
I was born in Paducah but raised in Metropolis. I think after about 11 or 12, I really stopped liking Superman, the Superman celebration. Because, back in the day when I was a kid, 20 to 25,000 people would come to this smaller town for this huge celebration, and like you couldn't go anywhere without literal ladies like, can I take a picture with Superman? No, bitch, go home, please. I want to go back to school.
Superman when they do the film mission.
No, this year it's at the end of July. End of July, 1st of
I
August.
was gonna say I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
Now there's also, if they have it, they may not have it because they didn't have the reenactment last year, did they? They did. There's a Revolutionary War reenactment that they have. That's at Fort Massac, which is in Metropolis, and
They do that and the end of August or the beginning of September.
It's at the original site for Fort Massac, and it was Revolutionary fort, the Civil War fort, and there was about 30 to 35,000 people come there. And people make coon skip hats, and I mean they have reenactment. They've got the Scottish Highlanders. They've got people that, when they set the cannons off, you can hear the cannons from miles away because they actually have like 12-pound cannons, and they're setting stuff off.
You can hear them.
Yeah,
they fire out the 12-pounders. Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean you can hear them at the mall in Paducah, and from where they're firing these off to the mall is like 10 miles.
Holy crap!
Yeah. But I mean, if people's actually interested in get together, we can make it happen. Just I'd like to, if we do it, I'd like to actually know people coming. Just saying.
Right.
And I'm sure one of y'all have cards that has his phone on it that I haven't got yet. One of them has cards.
Oh, he's not on tonight, Amber.
Yeah, no, Tim's not on.
How far is Paducah from Louisville? Because I've been to Louisville.
2.5, 3 hours tops.
That I can do because I'm thinking in terms of driving.
Yeah, it's not far. I made Louisville. Oh, I shouldn't say this. My mom, when she got flown to Louisville, Kentucky, I made Louisville from Paducah 2 hours and 19 minutes, and that is at 93 miles per hour.
I was going to say you were over 90 on that one.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was getting up behind people's asses in the left lane because I'm screaming out the window that this is the zoom zoom lane, and I'm hitting the horn, and I'm flipping the bird and flashing the lights, and I didn't really give two shits. I was passing state troopers and I was waving out the window. And I was like, okay, I'm going to jail for excessive driving. Woo! Good. Got to Louisville. Met Philip Cox the first time. He took care of my mom the first day she was up there. Got her stuff he needed. Had lunch.
I saw that picture that you posted.
Yeah, had lunch with him before I left. But yeah, I met several Louisville cops, and one of them was stationed at the door of the hospital. And I said, hey, I'm a deputy. Here's my credentials. I'm armed. I'm going up to see my mother. And he said, have a good day. I'm like, sweet. Because no, John, at the time, my Impala does not have emergency lights at that time. My Impala will actually have emergency lights the next couple of days. I'm hoping.
Oh, you're finally getting all that equipment installed?
I have all that equipment. It's in my trunk. Look, Tim,
Get it right.
Hercules.
Shut up.
Yeah. Is that even right?
So actually, I will have all the lights will be in my car. So if I have to, of course, I can run code. Which is the good thing is with my car is because I'm also a volunteer fireman, so I'm actually having it set up for the red lights and stuff. But most volunteer firemen, their speakers are 100-watt speakers where the tone comes out. And I've always been, when I lived in the north in Piedmont, Illinois, as a deputy fire chief, I always believed in maximum illumination and sound when you're running code, because if you can't hear me coming and I plow into you, I'm not going home, or you're not going home. So I'm a very firm believer. I want you to hear me coming. So I have a 500-watt speaker. Which is extremely excessive. And then I also have what they call the rumbler. The rumbler is actually it's for people with audio deaf problems, and it's actually it will literally vibrate your car windows. That's how loud it is.
Hey, Brian Murphy, how about the next year, 2021?
You can go to YouTube and type in Siren / the Rumbler and listen to it. And that's basically what my car will be. I mean, you will be able to hear me coming for at least a couple miles. Like a buddy of mine's got one at the fire department, and I was standing about 250 feet away from it. And when the rumbler goes off, it's almost like a pulse. You can feel it hit your chest. And that's that powerful.
Speaking of the fire department, is Natalie still doing the training? Is she still liking that?
She's a girl, dude, teenager. She likes one thing, next day she don't like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
She's focused on school right now.
What's the nearest airport to Paducah?
Paducah?
Barkley Regional Airport. You can fly from Chicago to Barkley and fly back from Barkley to Chicago. Brian Allen, yes, the 42nd one was canceled. Actually, this isn't canceled, but that was 2020. 2021 has been confirmed as of, it was on WPSD Local 6 News, that it was July 31st.
What is it?
Superman celebration was July 31st to 1st of August.
Mm-hmm.
John, I don't know the decimals without looking at the manual, but I know that I got the exact same one my buddy does, and 250 feet away, I can feel it feels like you're getting hit. Well, I know it's going to do the job.
Definitely an attention getter.
Yes. And then somebody else is like, well, man, are you going to put a baller light across the top of your Impala? No. I mean, I don't need attention. I'm going to have attention. I turn the lights on. So all my stuff will be internal. You won't be able to see it until I turn the lights on. They'll all be concealed. The only thing you'll be able to see is that I have an antenna on my trunk, and that's for my trunk and radio system. That's it. Well, Fran, you know what? My daughter's from Colorado. She's from Meeker, Colorado, on the western side of the Colorado Rockies. So you can fly from Colorado to St. Louis, and St. Louis is like an hour and 45 minutes away, if that too.
So if I were to come out, I'd have to fly into St. Louis and then drive in from there.
You can fly in St. Couis, or you can fly into Chicago and then take a hopper plane from Chicago to Paducah. I had a buddy of mine come out a couple of years back, and he's an SFI and stuff, and he flew directly he came from Arizona to Chicago and flew from Chicago to Paducah, and from Paducah to Chicago like an hour flight. No, excuse me, Amber says it's 32 minutes, so it's not that bad at all. But if people want to do it, I will get my wife on the details, and we can get some hotel information. There is some hotels. If you go on let me see what the perks we have here. If some of these perks still are good. I need to find somebody to help find new perks for their organization, because some of this stuff is expired and doesn't work.
Oh, you mean the truck dating?
I know the owner to look into, and
so we
Justin, you and I are going just so we can antagonize.
So
I gotta get clearance from the boss first.
So if you go to Choice Hotels in the database, if you go in the database and you hit on membership perks, you can look, because you can get discounts and stuff, especially if you're military. You can show a military ID if you come in. Choice Hotels, there's like Quality Sleep In, Comfort Inn, Econo Lodge, that's 5 to 10%. Red Roof Inn is 20% off.
that's right by. Oh no, never mind. They don't have that one.
But there's a lot of different hotels that I can have the wife, since she's not working, I could actually put her on this and give her something to do, because she really hates having nothing to do.
I'm sorry, Amber.
But yeah, I mean, if people are interested, we can go ahead and start planning something and getting logistics together, and we'll do something.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I just got to get clearance from the boss.
So, honey, we have now been voluntold. Get to work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
And if we have a bunch, like I can get them.
We'll get Kim Donahue up here to make sure everything's prim and
I
proper.
can talk to Art at La Quinta and probably get them a good discount if we set up so many rooms.
That's here's what
That's now your job, Amber.
here's what I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Like if we go ahead and start doing this and like 100 plus people show up, I'm like, I hope you cooked. I hope you cooked a lot.
That's okay. I got a husband that wants to buy me a smoker.
The fuck you say? I asked for a smoker.
She said husband. She didn't say you.
I asked for.
No, you asked for a charcoal or a gas grill. That ain't you. We got to take some of the city out of your ass.
I'm gonna set you on fire. We're gonna see how good the city works.
I'm already on fire. I'm a redhead. Come on now.
She's gonna tase you.
You got that right.
That on fire. But, and if you have kids, maybe I can talk to my fire chief to bring it out one of the ladder trucks or one of the brush trucks and having like a water cannon play with the kids and stuff. We can set the deck gun up or have some fun.
Here you go, 5-year-olds. Have some high pressure water coming at you.
I tell you what, when I lived up north, we had I had just made deputy chief, and there was a call for a couple of departments to come up. They had like a youth camp, like a 4-H youth camp in the summer. It was like one of the hottest summers they had around up there. So sure, we all went up there. I took my department and then 2 other departments come up, and I was the only chief there because everybody else was firemen or lieutenants and under. And one of the guys was setting up the deck gun, and I guess that they didn't really pay attention to the pressure coming out. Like he knocked down a full-grown man, like rolled him backwards onto his ass. And I'm like, guys, we're not blowing down a building. You get no pressure. Just have some fun. And so it was a good time.
Do we have a dunking booth?
No.
Well, to get John across the pond, though.
Right?
Tim got now. I would gladly hook Tim John's ass up to end that water cannon before I can. I ain't gonna lie.
Full pressure. At full pressure, Steve.
At least 250 psi coming out the end of a 3-inch hose. Yeah. Oh.
That'll knock some paint off.
We had card training the other night, and we have a new guy. Well, he's not really new. He's from another country. He's from New Zealand. His name is Douglas. He is. He thinks he knows it all, and he's like, "Well, I can hold a smoothbore nozzle. A smoothbore nozzle is basically just an empty nozzle. There's no lever to turn it off or on. He's like, I can hold it at 150 psi. That's no problem. Keep in mind, it's 5'3" and like skin and bones. I said, okay, let's practice. So we took the truck out. I ran it to 150 psi. Oh, he couldn't hang on. That hose got out of his hands. The hose was dancing. He was soaked. He's pissed. I said, so did we learn a lesson? Yeah. I say, do you listen to me next time? No, but I'm going to believe you when you say I can't handle a smoothbore. Thank you.
Wow. Who's playing music in the background?
Probably Gregg.
No, I have my cat meowing at me because I went to the kitchen 5 minutes ago, and she's like, feed me.
That Eugene thing.
I don't know.
Hey, look, I knew Eugene. It stops. It was Eugene. And you learned that last time you did that, too.
Is there an email address we can contact somebody about this event?
Thementfire@gmail.com.
Yes. No, not me, because I'm not going to be doing this. Hang on here. I will put her email.
Steve is a sexy husband at gmail.com.
MLEY 2024 at gmail.com. It's going live.
Complain HR at sfi.org.
2020 at gmail.com. Interested in a cookout
Give him my number, dude.
Slash.
Amber, I already got your number.
I know some of y'all.
976 Steve.
Excuse me.
212 Big Papa.
8675309.
I gotta go feed the cat. Justin understands this.
Yep.
I feel bad. The first time I went I fed her as soon as I got home. That's why I was like rushing to get on. Go back in and give her a little bit more food. But now she's like, "You left me alone for 14 hours. I died."
So that's her information. Just put in the subject line SFI event so she doesn't think you guys are some strange creeper sending her a message saying hi. I do enough of that.
Her number is 270 Big Papa. Got it.
Big ass. Hey, do y'all remember that song from was it the 90s? Big like a big booty. I cannot lie.
I like big
that song from the early 90s or mid 90s. I like big butts. Cannot
Baby
lie.
got back.
Yeah,
Baby got back.
Right here. Right here.
Oh my God, for real? It should be pretty easy to remember.
This should be Amber's theme song wherever she goes. This song should be playing. Hang on.
So she looks like one of the rap guys' girlfriends who understood rap. They only talk to her because she looks like a little prostitute. And it's just so big. Around
I just want to shake it.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
And all right, so all you guys that usually send me a message saying I'm mean to my wife, believe me, I've known this woman 20 plus years. She used to beat my ass in the playground when we were kids.
I still do.
And then she's like, imagine I get a swimming pool, and then I'm the only kid in the neighborhood that's got a swimming pool. So the girl that beat my ass every summer, can I come swim? I wanted to say, bitch, you retarded.
You just wanted to see my big ass in a bathing suit.
And then my mom's like, Steven, be nice to your little friend. Let her go swim. Oh my God. And now I'm married to her.
Amber, my email is going to be like,
track.
Get drunk and talk shit about Steve.
That's cool.
Like the definition of psycho is this one, just saying. But here's the funny thing is like I lay next to her and like she'll be sound asleep. I'm just sitting there looking at her.
It's creepy.
And she'll wake up. She's like, "Why are you staring at me?" I'm just like, "I'm waiting for you to do something magical." It never
I
happens.
sleep with my eyes open when I get into a really deep sleep and it creeps him out.
Isn't that what you say
Cool,
to Steve?
keep doing it.
Nothing. Love you.
Good night, James.
Who's going to bed?
James McCoy.
Good night. God, you guys are assholes. Tase him.
Do it for the vine. What?
Oh, damn. That's horrible. But yeah, we can do something if you guys want to. What? Who sent you a message?
I don't know.
Hang on, I bet you.
Here goes the fun.
It was probably Tim.
314 area code. Who is that asshole? Oh wait, it's Tim Johns. I already know. Hazen. What a dick.
Oh, there's another one.
Probably Justin.
Nope. No,
that would be great because he's got a shit-eating grin on his face.
It is.
Yeah, he can't even hold back a smile. What did Greg say? Let me see.
I don't have to be drunk to do that.
So yes, we can get together and plan an event. If you guys are interested, send my wife a message, and we'll get.
Make sure you tell me who you are, because I block a lot of people if I don't know them.
Make sure you tell her who she is, because she will block you, because there's a lot of creepers out there.
Don't block me. You know me
message
now.
her on Facebook.
Yeah, she was like when I introduced her to her, everybody as my wife. It was like literally like the After Dark show was over. Like 30 minutes later, you could hear her phone go ding, 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 ding. All these ad requests from everybody at SMI. She's like, "What the hell did you get me into?" I'm like, "I'm sorry."
I was like, "Who is this?"
She's like, she's like, "Do I add him? This one looks like a creeper. Do I got to add him?" No, you don't have to add anybody, I guess.
But that's one of the great things about our organization, Steve, is when you get to know some really good people, we got friends all over the place.
Yep.
Got another one already?
I knew who that one was. One that messages me all the time.
Yeah, we know.
I just messaged her on Facebook.
Maybe we'll get lucky and have no AV members there, so we can really have some fun.
Oh, does that mean I have to be good?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, that's obvious.
Screw you.
Well, if Steve's not going to behave, that doesn't mean you have to either.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, yes, you'll behave.
Steve, behave.
Yeah, that's like military intelligence there.
Yeah, if she doesn't behave, she's going to go to jail.
Don't
You might like that, Steve.
My daughter was telling me the other night that she had got stopped. I don't know if it was with her boyfriend or one of her friends.
over here on this road.
So I guess her and her boyfriend got stopped in the county I work in, and the deputy comes up to the car like, "You're Parmley's kid." She said, "Yeah." She's like, "Get out of here. Have a good night." Slow down. And they were going really fast. Like I wouldn't have cut her any slack.
Yeah, you're her dad. That's different.
I know.
Yeah.
Ooh. It was bad. It was fast.
You would have been like, "Ma'am, get out of the car."
Like we were going to a place called Patty's 1880 Settlement in Grand Rivers. It's a nice little restaurant on the river. And or not the river, the lake. And we were literally playing tag down the damn interstate. Like I was trying to keep up with them. And every time I get within a half mile, they go from 70 to damn near 90. And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And so like, I was driving my wife's SUV, and then Natalie was with her boyfriend. But every time I'd get within a half
between
mile,
Natalie and her boyfriend.
huh?
Who was driving between Natalie and her boyfriend?
Natalie don't have a driver's license. She's got a driver's permit. I tell you what, she gets pulled over doing that fast speed, she won't get a license. They'll make her wait till she's damn near 21.
She will be 21.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was driving, and I swear to God, dude, we'd get within a half mile, and she'd go from 70 to 90. And the wife's like, because the wife's car is kind of messing up, and she's like, "Just drive it like you stole it." So, hell, here I am. I'm hitting 90 plus. One time I hit 100 to get past the damn semi that was being a dick. Yeah, honey.
And your driving's no different.
Thank you. So yeah.
He's 19 and I chewed his ass.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I remember one time Natalie had just moved down here with me. I don't think she was here maybe a couple weeks. We were out buying school supplies to get ready for school. And I was on the Multnomah County Rescue Team, and we actually got a call about a child with a blocked trachea, and on the south side of Paducah. And this was my old Tahoe, which was a shit box, but that thing could get up and move. And literally, I had that kid holding the old shit bar on the dash and the old shit bar on the damn door, and she was screaming all over there. Like I went down an embankment, come back up the other side to get. Oh yeah, people were slow, wouldn't get out of my way. I mounted the curves and everything.
Well, when you got an emergency like that, it's get to GTFO or get run over.
Now I can't do that in my Impala because bitch don't fly like my Tahoe used to.
Right.
But I have a Suburban that will be decked out fully decked out in it, 4-wheel drive. That one will have a bar light, all the laptop mount, all that stuff. But my Tahoe, Justin, I'm not even kidding, dude. That thing had to hit at least 105.
It's a Vortec, of course it does.
It was smooth, and she was begging and crying, and we finally got there. She's like, "How the fuck did you get your license?" I'm like, "I was doing evasive driving for first responders. That's how I can drive like this." And she's like, "You're an idiot."
Back when I was a security patrol officer, I wanted to go through EVOC training. I kind of still do, only because of the defensive capabilities of it.
It's fun. I think the most interesting thing I learned how to do is how to pit a car.
Yeah.
And that of course, you get up and you hit them in the back corner panel just enough where you can actually push the car over and it should spin the baby all the way around. So that was pretty interesting. But in my line of work nowadays, especially as a fireman, I don't have to pit a car. So, if you're in my way and I'm in a fire engine, I'm just going to hit you.
Yeah.
That's just
and then buff out the diamond plate later.
And see, like up north, our station 2, we actually had, it was in a residential area. And hang on one second. And the house across the street, they always had parties. They were a young couple, always had parties, and they always parked their cars right in front of our bay doors. Their friends did.
Oh man!
And I always told them, I said, "You guys can't do this. It's an emergency. They're like, sorry, we'll get it moved. We never really had an incident for a good 3 years, and then we actually got a 2-alarm structure fire, and that's the entire county being paged out for this fire. And all 3 of our stations went, well, when we pulled up there, like the bay door was being blocked by the tanker. We needed to get the tanker out. And they did not want to come to the door. Music was blaring. The new guy's like, I don't feel comfortable with whatever you're getting ready to tell me to do. So I hopped in the tanker and I pushed that son of a bitch's car all the way across the street. And when I turned, it was a Honda Accord. And when I turned and went back over, the passenger wheel literally came up over the hood. And he tried, and he called the police for him. The sheriff's office came to where I was at, tried to arrest me for it. And I'm like, you cannot arrest me. You cannot park in front of an emergency door. It says that there. I said, you need to check the law because I can move that vehicle at any time. And I did too. And so he checked with his boss, and he told the guy, like, you can't sue the fire department because you were in the wrong. And I did. I pushed the car, and when I backed up and turned around and turned to go away, my whole passenger wheel came over his hood. Like center of his hood is where you could see tire marks from our tanker. It was like a 2,500 gallon tanker. It was a mountain.
And that's got to have a beefy engine just to sit there and haul that much weight in the water.
Oh, it was a Peterbilt. Some bitch removed.
Oh yeah.
It was It was sitting on a 1994 Peterbilt chassis with a 2011 steel tank. And that baby, it had some power. And I can move. Now, I had people that I pushed cars out of the way in front of fire hydrant. I had no problem with that.
They're well within your rights because they're blocking emergency services.
I had city police chief tell me I couldn't move that car away from the fire hydrant. I hopped in the apparatus and pushed that sumbitch out of my way. Because I knew I was in the right and he was in the wrong. We've even busted
You've also busted out the windows to hook up to the hydrant as well?
Yeah, I've done that before. I've busted out windows and threw a hose to it, threw a 5-inch connector hose to it.
Yeah. But, a lot of people don't realize that fire department has that capability and they can't have any legal recourse against them because they're blocking the services the department needs to save somebody's life.
Like we have a guy on my sheriff's department here hates volunteer firemen. Okay. And in the county I live in, every department is volunteer. There's no paid department. And he thinks volunteers are useless. He thinks volunteers should not have radios. And I told him, I said, you do realize it said when your wife went into her seizure and all that stuff, I said, you do realize it was a volunteer department that came to get her, right? It was volunteer EMTs and paramedics that tended her to transport her to the hospital. I said, it's people that have full-time jobs that sit at home that pick up that radio and leave, and they don't get paid for it. I said, so trash and volunteer departments make up the backbone of the United States because there's not every town has a paid department. And
There's
people,
locations there in California that are the same way.
yeah, and people trash talk to volunteer firemen. Well, let me tell you, if you think you can do better, I'm tired. Better. I implore you to put on some turnout gear and walk into a fire. I mean, it is a hard job. I mean, it's just not jump off a truck and go into a fire. I mean, it's like 3,000 degrees. The turnout gear, I mean, I've been in a flashover where my whole face mask has got melted and burnt, and I couldn't see out of it. I had to rip it off to get outside.
There was one time when I was driving a security for a private patrol company, and I'm going down one of the streets in the Natomas area, and I get flagged down because the cars I was driving, they were all white with the old light bar on them. So they looked like the old Sac County patrol cars. And I look over to my right, and there's flames coming out of the roof. I whip around, and I pull over, and I was hair's breadth of running inside without any turnout gear, any protective gear. And I'm like, is there anybody inside? No. And I ended up having to move a couple of times because I was blocking some stuff for fire. And I'm like, I moved. But my ex-wife started getting mad at me because she was like, you weren't thinking about us. You weren't thinking about your family. And I'm like, actually, I was, because I was thinking about somebody else's family.
Yeah. March 15th of this year will be my 15th year as a volunteer fireman. And it takes a lot to have them forgive me, because I know we have a lady on here, but it takes a lot to have the balls run into a fire. And I tell people, I said, people are like, oh, cops are, we like police, we want to be like this. I said, that's all great. I said, how many officers do you see that put on turnout gear, put on an air pack, and go into a fire? None around here. It's like, if you look at my lighter, it says firefighter, and it says even cops need heroes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found that at the local Dollar General. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, because if a cop gets into an accident, who has to extricate that cop out of that car if they can't open that door?
Yeah, like Mike Watkins says, as retired law enforcement, I stayed out of the way of fire, rescue, medical calls. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually had police officers pull up on a scene and tell me where to put my truck, where to put my hoses, and I basically say, "You need to get fucked. This is now my scene. Goodbye," and walk away from them. Because you get those RoboCop guys that think cock of the walk, they can do it. Like, they actually had a young guy just out of the academy up north and was trying to tell me why I could put my truck and why I could not put my truck. As a fire engine, I can block any road I want for the safety of my personnel and the personnel of our victims. He tried to assert his authority 2 weeks out of police academy.
He got schooled.
It didn't go very well.
Yeah.
See, in that case, the chief is the incident commander. So 9 times out of 10, we don't have any issues down here. We do have the local sheriff. Was telling dispatch for a long time not to page out fire until his officers was on scene to see what the situation is, which is stupid, because if you get a deputy sheriff who, if it's 2:30 at night, there might be 2 deputy sheriffs on duty for a county. God, at least 1,000 miles square miles. What do you think Ballard is?
Ballard
is
bigger than McCracken.
So what, 950 to 1,000 square miles?
Probably 2,000.
So about 2,000 square miles is what Ballard County is, where I live in. And if they have a fire in the middle of the night, the sheriff tells dispatch not to page out any fire until his officers are on scene to assess the situation. Well, an officer can be coming from the opposite side of the county and take 30 minutes to get there.
By that time, there's people dead and the building burning.
Yep. That's why I'm not the fire chief in the county or nothing. I'm just a lone fireman.
But you were a deputy chief still.
Not here.
Or is that in a different county?
I was the deputy chief in Beeman Fire Protection District up north. Down here, I'm just an engineer.
Okay.
I'm nothing. John Hardy, wake up.
Oh, Mike.
Okay,
I'm
I
just
thought you
reading.
were snoring. I was like, how did you know?
So I'm just reading something.
Jeff.
No, it's a car. Yeah, some people, they just don't like, I mean, they think, well, law enforcement, we're in charge. That you go to the police academy, how to write tickets,
Mark.
detain, drug tests, whatever. The fire academy, we're actually, it's our job to train and save people. And I mean, it's two different things. Right? So, yeah.
Is that your dog?
Hey, my dog. Who's got a dog that's snoring? I like to meet him.
I don't even have a goldfish.
Oh my God! Look, ladies and gentlemen, she's gracing us with her presence.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello. Oh my God! You sound like shit.
Yeah, I have to look like shit too. Fuck you, you already said.
You got the Rona.
I mommed her one go and she didn't know what to do. She was
Yeah, I
trying to
didn't like it. I tried to go outside the church. She goes, "You're not going outside.
I
That's
said, "You're
pants
sick.
on." I was
It's
like,
raining. It's cold. Go put pants on."
I was like, "What?"
She just looked at me like,
Stop. No. I went,
and she walked to her bed, put pants on, and went outside.
somebody needs to wake up. Stop snoring.
I know my short that boy. If you're sick, you probably should not be drinking out of Sprite bottle. Or was that
That
short?
was hers.
Okay, short's okay.
That's why I got her wrong. I ain't stupid.
Oh, you don't deserve to have a party.
Bitch, I've had it. I
I
don't
felt
want
like I had strict food.
Look, next CS, Natalie.
Do y'all just want your program to fail? Because if I'm like at all like a part of it, it's going down, faster than never mind. I probably shouldn't. I should politics and this.
Go back to blonde, Natalie.
I didn't ask for your input.
I'm trying. What were you doing? Hanging outside the window?
Sitting there stuck his face to the window. He's like, "It's cold." He's maxed out by like 4 blankets on.
Really, you gotta try to lay next to a fucking redhead. It's like a goddamn furnace.
Well, I'm already
He's like a
hot enough.
furnace.
Then she took
Sorry.
that thick-ass blanket.
You have Nat Fiona's blanket on your bed. The brown one.
Yeah, because I didn't have my their laundry done yet.
Just make sure you know not to keep that one.
I tried for it anyways.
So yes, I'm sorry that my family's events is so interesting.
Yes, we are.
No, it's just fun watching the Parmley family affair.
Yeah, no.
Do it.
Have they met you yet?
Yeah, they have.
Do you know what Mark's
Hi,
on?
Greg.
You can have it.
Hey, Greg Kliener, work up.
You can have it, but I'm not going to.
This is what happens when you come onto the Sierra.
God.
No, yeah, look at it. Look at that. He's got inchable cheeks too. He's passed out of sleep. I wish I could come to the screen and pop him in the head. Yeah. Tell him to get his ass up. Tell him he's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on the screen, dead asleep.
Greg, you've been promoted to the next CS of Starfleet. Wake up. You have to take control.
I'm trying to find which one's the
The 354 area code.
Well, I have like 3. No.
The one that says, let's get drunk. Yeah. Look at whatever call them. Now look, guys, this is what happens when you come on my stream when you fall asleep.
I don't hear anything right now.
And what's funny is his screen was off too for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't want to touch that.
There it is. It's off again.
Yeah. Good God.
Proof that Natalie is not a lady.
Yes, sir. Good one.
I'm proud of you. You made Mama proud.
At least she made somebody proud.
You should be very proud of her. I will take your ass.
There.
Thank you. I was
You're
going to
welcome.
read.
Because if not, I'm gonna be back here snoring. And I told you myself.
Hey, wait, what's his number? Hang on one
Put it up
second.
on the screen, Steve.
No, I'm not as mean as you guys are.
Yeah, true.
No.
You're putting me in here so that your child doesn't eat all of them. Yeah. Who made these retards? I can't open them.
Jerry, please accept my friend's request on Facebook. I need to talk to you about some stuff.
This.
It took him. I sent him a friend request. It took him like 9 months to get.
Nice. Y'all had me on Facebook and mad when I don't accept my day and like I'm like, stop. It's so mad about that. My for my mom's fault or my mom's dad added him back when I moved back because if he had to move back.
Greg, answer your phone. This is your boss. We just watched your ass snore and pick your nose on live stream. Hope you enjoyed it, buddy. Don't get caught sleeping on my show. I got we've got.
Did you kick him off?
Get out.
Somebody loves her.
You're proud of me.
No.
I sound more like a man than most men in your life, okay? You're just mad that I'm manly. You wanted a daughter, you got a son. You're actually more manly than actual son. What's this little girl compared to me?
Oh my God, my child. A face only a father would love.
Right?
I think Mark loves it.
I don't know.
Mark is scared. He doesn't know what to
Tolerates it. Maybe a little bit.
do. See?
A little bit.
After dark bar and grill. Exactly, Mike.
Poor Bunny.
No, that's Fiona's.
I don't see your name on it. Oh yeah, I bought it that one.
No, she is.
I bought it. I don't see your name on
So,
it.
okay.
Hey, look what's going across the screen.
Oh, we're interested in a cookout. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
That's gonna be a lot of people.
Look.
Oh, that's a lot of people. So
I can put Natalie's number too if you guys need to contact her. Back call.
I'm gonna subscribe and block all of you. Sorry. I hate people following me. I never answer the phone.
So if you guys are hearing this and you're friends with me on Facebook, look up Natalie Hebert. Add her on Facebook. Tell her hi.
A lot of y'all already have me on there, so I mean. What are we waiting on?
That boy is past.
Fucking Christ. He's going to be.
That boy is past out.
This man's sliding in the living room, Zephyr, and I'm still sliding into him. I'm going to
You're
get you.
supposed to save his ass.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Don't give it to Steven.
myself.
Yeah, you zap yourself.
I haven't got myself yet.
Zap it, do yourself now. Zap yourself now. Watch, he's got you.
I bought this stuff.
Hard at people. Oh my God. Anyways, hello, Margaret.
No way. Jose.
On that note, I think we're going to call it a night because my kids are ready to start tasting it.
Probably a
Yeah.
Broke his thumb, so now he's bad.
So tonight we were joined with Admiral Jeffrey Higdon, John Hardy with Essex, Captain Ernie Silverstone, Eugene Sanford, who's dropped off, and of course Gregg Kliener, who has fell asleep and was snoozing and picked his booger on live stream. And again, if you guys are interested in a cookout or get together in July, June or July, we'll work something out. Please get a hold of my wife. Her name is Parmley. Her email is amberparmley2020@gmail.com. Or you can contact her at 270-983-1739. Make sure you tell her who you are, because if not, you'll get blocked and never get through to her, and we won't know you guys are interested in coming. As always, So remember, please stay healthy, please stay sane, and keep trekking on. You all have a blessed night. Oh, live long and prosper. Bye.
Good night. Thank you.